Hello, my name is Jane and I'm a project manager at 880 Cities, and I'm here to introduce this video, How to Do Winter Placemaking. When crafting the Winter Placemaking Guide, we wanted to focus on practical steps to implement winter placemaking in communities of all sizes, both indoors and outdoors. In our work, we find that small and rural communities often feel like winter placemaking is out of reach due to financial and administrative constraints. But I'm here to show you that winter placemaking can be a lot more than winter carnivals, outdoor markets, and light shows. Winter placemaking can be programming school hallways during non-school hours with an indoor walking program, or transforming summer baseball diamonds into community-run ice rinks during colder months. It can be a transformation of snow-covered streets into community-wide tobogganing fest. Winter placemaking is ensuring that community life can thrive despite the seasons, despite all the elements, and in public spaces. Through this video, How to Do Winter Placemaking, and the corresponding chapter in the Winter Placemaking Guide, we point to the power of asset-based community development during winter months. Community assets fall into 4 categories: individual, cultural, organizational, and physical. These types of assets exist in all communities, and with some creativity, can be harnessed to create a warm, safe, healthy, and more fun winter for people of all ages and abilities. Take Houghton, Michigan, for example. A community of 7,800 who embraced their largest public space, their streets, and transformed this space into the Jibba Jabba Rail Jam. This event brought locals and visitors alike to the downtown, where volunteers the night before shoveled tobogganing ramps, tube luges, and created a space for a ski competition in the downtown. This event was a hit for business owners who appreciated the injection of life into the community during winter. Some rural and small communities may think that because they don't have an identifiable downtown or main park to gather in, that placemaking can't be done. But Houghton proved, with community support, the power of volunteers, and the will to re-envision public space in winter, placemaking can be a success. Physical assets refer to any built form that can be used in a multitude of ways to support public life during winter. Physical assets have been embraced and repurposed by creative communities as described in the following examples. In New York State's Broome County, the Office for Aging has partnered with local schools to allow older adults to use school hallways as safe walking spaces before and after school hours during the winter months. The repurposing of school hallways shows how effective and creative winter placemaking can be in simply repurposing what already exists. This concept is similar to mall walking, which is already very popular in many communities that like to take advantage of the shade, temperature regulation, ample seating, and closed indoor malls. In Ottawa, Ontario, the municipal library started a winter cultural access program based out of their indoor library spaces. Many residents already use these spaces during the winter months, so libraries became the hub for distributing local museum passes for indoor fun and ski passes for outdoor activities. Libraries in Ottawa understand their cultural and organizational assets and the role that libraries can play in promoting outdoor winter public life. While in Rapid City, South Dakota, an underutilized parking pad was converted into a year-round recreational facility that supports an ice rink in the winter and a splash pad in the summer. Embracing and repurposing physical assets may be the most common way to invest in winter placemaking, but the potential for cultural, organizational, and individual assets must not go unnoticed. In Perry, Iowa, the town embraced its cultural assets through the Perry Latino Los Posadas Festival that takes place every December. Once upon a time, the festival took place in a community hall on the outskirts of town. As the festival grew, though, the township recognized the holiday's importance to the Latinx population and invited the celebrations to take place in the main town square, surrounded by warming elements, good food, community, and caroling. By recognizing the cultural assets of Perry and its unique traditions of its residents, the town invested in locally relevant winter placemaking that creates a sense of warmth, welcoming, and vibrancy. And this can all be recreated in communities of all sizes so long as cultural assets are embraced. Perry, Iowa has proved that winter placemaking does not need extensive capital investment. It requires looking within your own community and capitalizing on physical and cultural assets that you have available. In addition to asset-based winter placemaking, there is a growing movement that can make public spaces lively all year round through the lighter, quicker, cheaper interventions. The lighter, quicker, cheaper movement is all about less expensive and less laborious initiatives that can bring energy and life into public space year-round. Many rural communities are already well versed in the LQC movement. Rural communities have been deepening these connections to nature through inexpensive, easy to facilitate placemaking initiatives like ice fishing, community run and maintained ice rinks, ponds for curling, skating, hockey, and so much more. On the other side of the spectrum from lighter, quicker, cheaper is the creation of a winter strategy or a winter master plan. Many communities are recognizing a formal strategy for maintaining public life during winter. Houghton, Michigan created a master plan that embraces its winter city status in all planning and policy matters. Details on how winter impacts mobility, events, municipal service provision, and community well-being is baked into the master plan, ensuring that Houghton recognizes and embraces its assets all year round. So, how do you begin investing in winter placemaking in your community? You start with what you already have. Take stock of your assets, believe in the power of community, and embrace whatever cultural institutions make your community unique. Communities of all sizes can try out lighter, quicker, cheaper interventions, and winter can be recognized in all planning, policy, and design matters through a winter-specific community strategy. The opportunities to make winter a warmer, friendlier time of the year is possible, and the chances are that your community is already doing some pretty amazing things that just need to be amplified. Read the Winter Placemaking Guide to see how communities have adopted winter strategies, have used LQC interventions, and have recognized the full breadth of their available assets. And stick around for the next 4 mini videos detailing the 4 pillars of winter placemaking: winter mobility, winter fun and programming, winter warmth, and finally, winter health and resources.